So we're going to continue our training on our keyword research as well as our advertising copy. In previous videos, we talked about the aspects that make up a Amazon listing. For example, our headline and then our 5 bullet points as well as our description. So in this example, we're going to work on the puppy waterless dog shampoo. This is how it currently looks on Amazon. And we know that this is the same headline, as we can see, it's the headline here, the same as the bullet points and the bullet points. So one aspect of this is even though it's looking nice and our images are looking vibrant, the copy itself is not really optimized for puppies. When we look down at this example here, we see that we do have keywords which are being used. However, they're more dog related than they are puppies. So we come down here and we've got the old keyword research from a previous title and a previous product listing, but we want to make it more puppy orientated. So when somebody types into Amazon for puppy shampoo, this comes along, not just for dog shampoo. So we want to niche it down further. And so we want to put puppy related keywords in our title as well as our bullets and our description. And then any leftover keywords we could also put in the back end in the search terms. So let's have a look at where we would find these keywords and we start to collect them. So in this example, there's going to be 2 areas. Number 1 is merchant words, and the other one is the keyword finder. So let's start with our keyword finder, and rather than dog shampoo, we want to type in puppy shampoo and then click find keywords, and we want to wait and see what comes up for the keywords here. As we can see, there's a lot of keywords and not all of them will be relevant, but the first thing we want to do is download these keywords. So we can click keyword CSV download, and then when we bring up this file, we're going to get a list of keywords just like this, and it's download the keywords. So generally what I do, the first step is I take this whole area here, I copy, and then I go to character count online. This is what I use for my text editor. We can delete this previous example and then paste the keywords in here. So we've got a whole stack of keywords. So that's the first area, is the keyword finder. The second one we can do is merchant words, puppy shampoo, click search. And then with this one, we want to select the category too to make sure that it's being used in pet supply category only. And then we see our keywords. So we've got the first one here, best puppy shampoo, estimated search is 19,100, and then it just goes down from there. So these results on these searches are just an estimate. Nobody really has that information, but it's an estimate, and so we want to grab those keywords. So once again, download as CSV, and then we can open that file up, and once again, but this time we want to copy the number as well, and because we want to see what the number of searches are. Now we don't have to take everything from here. In this example we will, because some of the keywords like Tropiclean, BioGroom, these are brands that we wouldn't necessarily put on our description, but we can put it in the back end where it's not going to be seen. So let's take those and once again come over to our text editor and just put a little space in there so we know where that starts. And then here we have a huge list of keywords that we can work with. Let's talk about what to do with these keywords, because we've got probably a good few hundred here and some are not going to be relevant for the product of our puppy waterless dog shampoo. So you can see I've got two documents open here of the same one. I've got the top section as well as the bottom section of the same document. This is just to save time, and it stops us from scrolling up and down all the time. So it's useful to have both tabs open of the same document. So what I want to do is take these phrases here, and then we want to paste them into this document, and we'll end up with a whole stack of keywords here. Some will be non-relevant, some will be quite useful. So here ours is not, we've got the keywords here from both the keyword finder as well as merchant words. So some things like, okay, coconut, we don't have coconut, but we can delete that, but coconut could be a useful keyword because people search for it when they're looking for products. Same with the word maple. We've got too many puppy shampoo key phrases, but we can use things like maple. Husky is another good one. Husky is a breed of dog and could be quite a useful keyword. You would never come up with these by yourself, but because they're presented, it makes it easy. Powder. There is a certain powder sometimes they use for waterless washing rather than just using a mousse, so we can use powder. What else do we have? Skin allergies could be a good one. Tear-free. Also very good. Make sure we've got correct spelling. So we can delete that one. Professional would be a good word. So these are not necessarily words which are related as such to puppies, but they are related to the pet industry in some way. Magic coat, that would also be a good keyword. I can just type it, and then we can delete that one. Yorkie is a type of dog, so Yorkie would be good because somebody has typed it in regards to puppy shampoo. Tear-free, we've already got tear-free, so we can delete those two. Perfect coat, good keyword. Soft, you can just use this word soft. Plum silky, I don't know what that is, but somebody has typed it in the past, so let's put that into the keyword, and you just don't know how it will work. Well, it could be a good keyword, so it's worth putting in there because we have the room. Maltese, so these are all breeds of dog, but people have typed it in regards to puppies. So we see poodle. So I think you get the idea as far as the back end keywords. So I'll show you where to put these later on, but I'm going to go through this list and I'm going to narrow down the keyword phrases, and the keyword phrases is what we're going to use in the description up here. And then these words here, which not necessarily for the product description like this, but they will be useful for the back end and filling that area up. So this is going to take me a little while, so I'm going to pause this video and then we'll come back in a moment. So I spent the last 30 minutes or so sorting through the keywords. As you remember, puppy shampoo was the main keyword that we used in Keyword Finder, and it delivered all these keyword results. And so from that I was able to extract the keywords after puppy shampoo that would give us some keyword ideas for the back end. So you can see through the list here, we've got everything from coconut, maple, sensitive, odor, gallon, aloe, gentle, golden retriever. We've got some brands in there as well. So that gives us some good keywords to put in the back end of this particular product. However, we also have another list of key phrases with numbers on the end. And these keywords were generated using merchant words. Merchant words, we type in puppy shampoo, if you remember. We selected pet supplies, and it brought up a whole list of potential keywords that people are typing into Amazon to find this particular product. We can see from the top here, best puppy shampoo is a very good keyword, and we can see that the number of searches goes down from there. So this has been duplicated here, and as you remember, we keep two files open when working with this document. So it's the same file in Google Drive, and you'll find it in product listings, and then we have two files open, identical files, the top version and the bottom version with the keywords. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to start the process of including these keywords into this particular listing. This particular listing was copied over from another product, and I have worked with it to a degree, but it is also lacking some of these keywords which are more puppy related than just simply dog related. And so when you copy over one from a previous product listing, obviously it's going to be very different, and it needs to be worked to be able to fit the product market. So this will make a bit more sense as we go, but it does take some copywriting skills. It's not just a matter of taking these keywords, stuffing it into the listing itself. It has to make sense to Amazon. So let's begin. It will be a little bit tedious. I don't know how long this video will be, but I'm hoping just by doing a few keywords that you'll get the principle of it. So the first one is best puppy shampoo. These top ones we really want to include because they're good keywords, and we can see that they're being searched upon a lot. So best puppy shampoo, I'm going to include that in the header. So let's put it in best puppy shampoo, and then this title is getting quite long, so we probably need to work this title further, and we'll put underline on here, and you'll notice that I put underline so I can personally identify the keywords. The underline is not going to show up in the actual listing, but it helps me to see what keywords are where. So we've used best puppy shampoo. Now when we use a keyword, I tend to bold it, and then I put yes title, and that tells me that I've used that keyword. It's a little bit of a game in a sense. Let's come back here. We can probably take out the word talcum just to keep it a little bit shorter, and we can also take out the word puppy again here and just leave it as waterless dog shampoo, and we can probably just keep that as it is for now. So we don't want to have it too long. That's probably long enough. It used to be 200 characters, but Amazon are always experimenting, but we'll leave it like that for now. The next one we want to use is best shampoo for puppies. So let's see where. I'm just going to simply copy that keyword, and I've got a little bit of a bullet point happening here, and we'll see if we can work this in. So the keyword, as you remember, best shampoo for puppies. Our talcum powder sand foam mousse was created to have your puppy smelling just like a newborn. A quick and easy solution. So let's think this. What we can do is put this and then the keyword best shampoo for puppies is a quick, simple, and easy solution for smelly dogs that need a quick rejuvenation. So best shampoo for puppies, we'll underline that. And that makes sense. So we're not just stuffing the keywords into the paragraph for the sake of putting them there. They have to make sense. So this best shampoo for puppies is a quick, simple, and easy solution for smelly dogs that need a quick rejuvenation. Okay, so that one's used. So once again, I highlight it, bold, and I put, you don't have to put yes, but I just like to remind myself that yes, I've used it. And then that's it. So that's the next one. And so I think you get the idea of what we're trying to do here. Let's do one more, and then I think you'll get the idea. So but we don't have to do this in order. We can jump around and see which one here. I'm just doing this on the fly, so I have to try and find something. Now, shampoo for puppies. Let's see what our other bullets are. Use this dry shampoo for dogs as needed. Needed by spraying the mousse onto your puppy's coat and massage into the hair for a fresh smelling puppy. And then we can have something. Okay, shampoo for puppies. Where are we again here? Shampoo for puppies. Is the dry shampoo, the dry dog shampoo mousse is the shampoo for puppies. Is the shampoo for puppies perfect for those inevitable pet accidents? Okay, so shampoo for puppies, underline it, and once again, we can highlight it bold, put yes, and then remind ourselves that we put it in the bullets. And then that is that one. Now, of course, after you finish this, you need to go through and just reread them, make sure they make sense, and that you don't have too many keywords or too many similar keywords inside of the header, the bullets, as well as the description. But that kind of gives you an idea of what we're trying to do. It's a little bit of a word game, and it does take some time, and it's not just about putting the keywords in there, and you have to think about what the benefits are. So in this case here, it's a puppy shampoo, and people love their puppies. It's like their little baby like this, and you have to think about what the customer is wanting. And if somebody buys something like this, which is smelling like talcum powder or like baby powder, they want to have their baby dog smelling like a baby. So we want to work on that and put that into our copy and think about, well, what do people want? Well, they want their puppies smelling like a baby. So we have to talk about that in the bullet points and to make sure that that is well covered. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause this video once again, and I'm going to work on this list, and then we'll come back in a moment and we can see where we've put these keywords. Then we can talk about the next step. So I've worked on this document, and now you can see that I have highlighted a lot of these keywords, and they've been added to either the title, the bullets, or the product description. So let's talk about this a bit further. During the process of going through the keywords from Merchant Words, I also was able to add to our backend keywords here. And so that we've got a nice long list of backend keywords, as well as collect a list for sponsored ads. As you can see from the sponsored ads, there's nothing to do with dog in there. It is all puppy related. We could put a keyword for dry dog shampoo, but that would be too broad. And they could find the puppy listing, click on it, and it costs money to us, but they're really looking for a dog shampoo, not for puppies. So we've made this very specific and very targeted. So let's talk about some of the keywords and how we've used them. Because what you'll find sometimes is you'll get keywords which are very relevant to the pet industry or to the product, but not necessarily this particular product. Let me give you an example of what I mean. This keyword here, oatmeal puppy shampoo. Oatmeal is a very popular ingredient in pet products. This particular product doesn't contain oatmeal. However, it's good that we can try and use that keyword somewhere. So I've used it in the description, so it's not so obvious, but it gives us keyword indexing. Let me show you where I've used it. Let's just come down to our description. And this sentence here, I've used oatmeal puppy shampoo. So I said most people use an oatmeal, do it again. Most people use an oatmeal puppy shampoo, which is perfect, but our baby powder scent will have your puppy smelling fresh in a jiffy. So you can see that I haven't said that ours is an oatmeal puppy shampoo, but I've managed to use that keyword that enables us to be able to have that keyword, so people, when they search for it, there's a chance of them finding us saying, well, this is not what I was looking for, but I will get this as well. Same thing as well with a whitening puppy shampoo. This product is not necessarily a whitening puppy shampoo, but I've used it in the same way. It suits all sorts of dogs, like long-haired and short-haired dogs, and works well in conjunction with a whitening puppy shampoo. So that's using a keyword indirectly, but it's still good to use it because it's something which is related to this particular product. So let's have a look at another thing. When it comes to writing copy, sometimes you'll find it hard to find the word. Even myself being a native speaker, sometimes you just struggle to find the word. So I always use a thesaurus, and you can go to thesaurus.com and you can type in, say you wanted a different word for rejuvenation. You've used that word a few times in the copy and you're thinking, well, I've used that too many times. You can come to thesaurus.com and see what other words come up. You can have a look at here, revitalization, that's a good keyword. And so you can go through these and have a look at what keywords, or rather what words, which are descriptive words, can be used in the listing. So that's just a little tip there for this. So now we have our product listing ready to go. What do we do with it next? Well, I'll just pause this video and I'll go to the product listing and we can enter this information. We are inside Seller Central and we are going to update a product listing based on the information that we've now put together. So there's a couple of areas that we're going to do and update. The first thing we want to do though is come to inventory, then manage inventory, and it takes us to this page. Select the product that we want to edit and click edit. Then we'll come to a few different areas, keywords and description. We want to do description to begin with. So I'll change that. Let's go to the product name first. So the product name, this one here, is reflective of this here, as well as this one here. So let's update that first. Let's come here and copy this, and we'll come across to our edit. We can just delete that and then add to it. Now just make sure where you see here there's spaces, just kind of backspace that and make sure. And that is the title. Now let's come across to description. Now this is similar to what it was, but we've updated it now, so we can just do a copy. And sometimes it's a good idea to drag your tabs down so you're not going back and forth. So just select all, delete, and then redo that. Just make sure there's no spaces on the end. Same thing with second bullet, we take that out. Let's grab the second bullet, copy, Control V, paste. And then we just go through these one at a time, updating it with the new content, making sure that it's grammatically correct. And I always, even after it's loaded in here, I always go back and just make sure that it is grammatically correct, because sometimes little typos come up and we don't notice them. So just one after the other, we just copy and paste. With the last one here, paste in. And now we've got the product description. And the product description, of course, as we've talked about in previous lessons, is this section down here. Now you may notice that we've got bolding as well as paragraph breaks, and then we've got non-bolding and a paragraph break. This you have to create with basic HTML. You can't just copy and paste into it. So I tend to just go through here and copy the whole section if we can. And sometimes I even take it into the character count and just make sure that the text is clean. So we can delete this from a previous project. Let's see if we can copy this. Now, it hasn't copied quite the whole thing, so we'll need to go back and just collect the rest of it. Okay, and so just to make sure that it's all together, and then just copy that again, copy, and we can just get rid of this old one, so we can just select all, delete, so it keeps it nice and clean, and then we can just expand this box a little bit so you've got room to work, and just paste that in there. Now, even though it looks like it's all nice with its page breaks or paragraph breaks, unfortunately it's not like that. So you have to actually add what you need to add. So let's do paragraph, and if you know a little bit of basic HTML, this will look familiar to you. If not, that's about as much as you need to know. So that opens up the paragraph. Then at the end of this, we can close it, and you put the // and that creates that effect right there where it's bold, but it's a new line. Okay, once again, we can just copy and paste, and then copy and paste, and then add the // Same thing here. So this is all page breaks and bold. And what else do we want to do here? Because we want to give ourselves plenty of room. So let's see where we want to create a break. So we get a new paragraph, and then let's just drop this down, give us some room. And then we don't want this to be bold, so we can just use a regular paragraph break like that. And same thing here. Yeah, it's a little bit tedious, but it's all necessary, and if you do it right the first time, then you shouldn't have to go back and do it again. Okay, let's keep going with this. You can even just do a copy and paste. It's even quicker again. Like that. And now we can probably bold this again. We can go bold. Here we go, bold there. And then close that bold. And then let's do paragraph again. So I think you're getting the idea of what we're doing. We're just creating our own format. then let's do bold and paragraph on the end. Bold paragraph. Let's close it there, and then final one like that and like that. And that completes this area here. Now keywords, let's have a look at keywords. Now we have got some keywords in here. However, we've developed a whole new list of keywords that we can go to. So we're going to delete these keywords that are inside here, and we can enter our new ones inside that area. So let's have a look at here. Let's delete them all out first, so we've got a fresh one to work with. And let's do a few lines at a time. Let's do like that. Copy. Just make sure at the end here we just close that off, and we can see our long list of keywords. And Amazon gives us plenty of characters to fit this in, so it's good to work with all those characters. And then once again, come back to this area and do another, say, 5 lines or 4 lines. We've got room to work with, so put that in. Once again, more keywords. We've got a spare line there, so we can actually add some more keywords in there later on if we choose to. For now, we'll just close that off, but it's a good idea to go back there and add some extra keywords. Platinum keywords, nobody seems to know what they're for. We've tried to find out what they're for and nobody uses them, so we can just leave that blank and we've got those keywords. So now here we've updated the keywords, we've updated the description, and we've also updated the vital information with the bullet point. And then that's it for this. What we can do now is just click Save and Finish, and that'll go back to our Manage Inventory. And as it suggests here, it takes 15 minutes to see changes. Some of the changes, like the bullets and the description, will change instantly, but other things like the actual title itself can sometimes take even up to an hour or more before Amazon manually approve and update that. So that concludes this little section. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to pause the video and then I'm going to prepare to take these keywords and put them into a direct and sponsored campaign. Let's continue our training by adding a campaign for our new listing. So now we've got our listing all ready to go. We want to promote it. We've got a price which is cheaper than what we would normally sell it for, but it's a good way to be able to get sales moving. So from our campaign or in our keywords, we've got a lot of puppy related keywords, but nothing dog related. So we want to do an exact match campaign and just test the results, see how it works. It might work well, it might not, but we don't know until we try. So let's do a new campaign and we'll create a auto campaign as well as an exact match campaign. So let's do create campaign. And let's call this one VR for vet recommended puppy moose. Let's do a daily budget of, let's do $12. And let's run this until the end of the month and do manual targeting and click continue to next step. And the group puppy moose. Then we need to find our product. just scroll down and see if you can find it. Okay, select, we've got our product. Now Amazon have selected ones here, and some of those ones we could test in time and see what they're like, or we could provide our own keywords. For this one, we'll provide our own keywords. Select copy, and then paste into that, and do exact match. Oh, we need to put our bid in here. Let's just put $1. I mean, then we can change it later on. Now we've got the exact match here. Now it says the following keywords are already used in this ad group. So not sure why that's coming up, but we'll go with it for now, and then we'll see if we still get some errors on the other side. Click save and finish. And we see that campaign is set up and ready to go. So let's have a look. Let's go back into it again by clicking it on. Click on the ad group. We saw this from a previous video that sometimes it just takes a while for that to clear. Just give that a couple of minutes. And then we can see that our keywords are ready to go. So some of these we want to match. We just want to get some sales. So we're prepared to pay just a little bit more to begin with, at least to get started, and then we can drop these later on. Let's go through. Let's put $1.50 on that one. And just because we put the amount in there does not mean that we will pay that. It just means that it's letting Amazon know what we're prepared to pay. But if it's optimized correctly, then they'll let that go through. So we can leave that as $1, even though it says 80 cents, and then Amazon can adjust that. And then that is ready to go. So we'll give that a couple of days and see how it goes. And then the other campaign we want to set up, of course, is our auto campaign. So let's do that. Let's do a create a campaign. Via Puppy Moose, and then just create auto so we know. Let's do $10, and we'll run this till the end of the month. We can check in on it during the month. Do automatic targeting. Let's just put that up to, let's do it to 12. Okay, let's go through and find our product. There we go. Default, let's leave that at default. Save and finish. And that is set up. So we can come back in a couple of days and check out the results. But auto campaigns you tend to leave for at least 2 weeks. Amazon just tests things, run things. Sometimes they run keywords which are non-relevant, but it's a way of just finding out what's working and what's not. So that concludes this lesson, and then in the further lessons we'll talk about other aspects of the product listing and how we can optimize it further.